Hey guys, Marsling here, bringing you another Dragon Ball Z Dokkan battle video. And so the other day I put out a tweet asking you guys to let me know some of the fun teams that you like to run from time to time. I did try and specify in like a follow-up reply that I wanted to see some kind of, you know, unique, fun, interesting kind of things. Maybe the ones that you can't necessarily use in the hardest events in the game, but just ones that you like to put together and have fun. So shout out to my boy Aegis over on Twitter. He does some really great art. He did the Ningen art that's on the left here on my overlay. He was the one that suggested it, and this is his team that he proposed. Got to include him in the first episode since he did give me the idea. And so this is his idea for a transformation boost / terrifying conquerors team. So we obviously have double cooler leads, and then our rotations are going to be the Tech Janemba alongside the AGL Android 13. They actually link up really well together. And then the two cells, which means we will have the coolers floating as support. And then the Demon King Piccolo, his idea behind him being on the team is that essentially he is going to be, once he transforms, a tech orb changer for helping out units like the Tech Cell, the Tech Janemba, and then of course when he's in the third slot on the Cell rotation, he will share legendary power with the Int LR Cell if we choose to put them together. I don't think they have any other links. And I believe his only link with the Tech Cell is Revival, so he doesn't really offer a huge amount in terms of support or links, but once he transforms, obviously he is going to provide that orb changing as well. So, I mean, you can see from the screenshot that I put up on the screen at the beginning, he didn't have enough World Tournament medals to actually awaken the Demon King Piccolo to LR, but obviously we do have those over here. So, I think what we'll do is we will put you... Actually, we stunned him, didn't we? Yeah, so he can't really do anything anyway. Oh well. So we'll put you here. We might as well give you all of these. Obviously, Cooler floating in the third spot is going to be providing everybody with the support. We're only fighting one enemy all the way through, so Transformation Boost units are getting the buff from him. I think one of the only units on the team that isn't on Transformation Boost is the Demon King Piccolo, but he's a third slot floating unit anyway, so he's never going to be on rotation with Cooler once we have our rotations actually set up. So basically the idea of this series is I want to take these teams into an event just to see how well they do. So yeah, as you can see here, Metamorphosis, Big Bad Boss's Nightmare and Fierce Battle they share, which is very, very good. So let us go ahead and... I don't know if we're going to be able to get Janemba's passive. Janemba, Tech Janemba, I'm not a huge fan, but I know our boy does quite like him and wants to try and make him work on some teams. So he definitely works well with the AGL 13, but as you can see in this scenario here, we weren't able to get any facet of his passive. We didn't get the 4 type orbs, we couldn't get 2 rainbow orbs, but 13 should probably come in and take him out here. So yeah, basically we're jumping into these events. I'm going to alternate between the Goku family and the Vegeta family stages of Infinite Dragon Ball history for trying out these teams. Because I think the very early stages, like the easiest ones, the Super Warriors and the Androids ones, are probably a little bit too easy. And we want to see what the teams can do in terms of synergy, what kind of attack stats they put out and stuff like that. But at the same time, we don't want to just take them into an event where there's 0 difficulty and we just steamroller over everything. So obviously in the Goku and Vegeta family stages, very early on you fight Goku and Vegeta, and as opposed to being like the final stage like a lot of the other Infinite Dragon Ball histories or the Legendary Goku event, the Goku and Vegeta are the strongest enemies during the run of their particular family stages. So we're going to get 13 to transform here. Obviously right on time he becomes a beast of a unit for taking out Goku, so once we get rid of Raditz here, we are going to be looking pretty good. So if we go ahead and grab these for you, Janemba's not taking any hits, so it doesn't matter about the rainbow orbs, but we're able to get all of the type orbs, so that provides the nice little bit of attack and defense and some extra ki, although I don't think anyone on this rotation needed ki, but that allows our Android 13 here to hit a 3.5 million attack stat, which is definitely pretty good. And gets the stun as well. Wow, yeah, absolutely demolishing our boy Raditz over here. So I guess really I need to put Janemba in front of a bunch of attacks because we probably do want him to transform. He is definitely better once transformed, but I guess he kind of helps out 13 on that rotation by providing the support from getting the type orbs in his untransformed state. So I guess there's no real right or wrong way of doing it. You could keep him untransformed if you wanted to. Obviously we're not going to transform the coolers because we're using them as floating support units. So my initial reaction, I do quite like the team. I like the synergy between 13 and Janemba, and obviously the double cell rotation is always fun to run. I feel like no one really talks about the LR cell or the tech cell anymore. I think people were fairly underwhelmed with Int LR cell, but he is really, really good. I mean, he made the Extreme Int Super Battle Road No Items run an absolute joke because of his free heals that you can get in every single fight. But I know in a normal, standard, like long-form, difficult event, he doesn't match up to some of the other Dokkan Fest LRs. But I do still think that he is really, really good. And Cooler about to take quite a bit of damage here from Goku. Yeah, 238k. Oof. Alright, well, Demon King Piccolo now going to transform. This is what I wanted to see. So he is now going to create tech orbs. So let's see how that helps out our boy Janemba. Because I want Janemba to take some hits. Yeah, perfect. I want to put Janemba in slot 1. We can't get his damage reduction, but we can get the support buff. So we'll go ahead and do that. And then if we grab these, this will drop down the tech orbs. And then we can grab these for Demon King Piccolo. So pretty solid rotation overall. Janemba, even with only no dupes, minus 55%, able to tank against Goku for double digits, because obviously he does guard. We did get enough orbs for him to get the support buff, so that is pretty good damage from him. I'm not sure if he's taken any hits so far, because that's 4. So if he's taken at least 1 before that, we'll be able to transform on the next turn. And then, of course, Android 13, absolutely designed to be fighting against Goku units, so he gets the guaranteed crit. And then Goku dodges the Demon King Piccolo attack. So we'll go ahead and do this. Get a nice heal off of the Tech Cell Super. And then we'll grab these and we'll grab all of these. So nice bit of healing from all the same type orbs. Cell, of course, heals on Super Attack. Goku doesn't dodge, so we do some nice damage. Yeah, he tanked that pretty well, actually. I was quite interested to see how much Tech Cell was going to take from that, but that was pretty good. So what we'll do, we'll see next turn. If we can transform Janemba, we'll go ahead and do that. Otherwise, we will call it there. I do want to try and fit 2 teams into each video. So I think we might, yeah, unfortunately, I think we were 1 attack short. But here we are able to get the damage reduction and the support passive. So we'll go ahead and do this. And we're going to be finishing, well, I say finishing the event, but finishing off the video with Janemba getting a Dokkan attack. So I know Aegis is a big fan of Janemba. So there you go. That was a good way to finish off the run. So let me know what you think of his team down below. And we are going to move on to the next team. I just want to see the Dokkan attack here. So 2.29 on his attack stat. Not bad for 55%. And yeah, let's see. What sort of damage are we looking at here against Gohan? Yeah, decent 2 mil, not too bad. And obviously Android 13 coming in as well with a 3.5. Very, very good. And Cooler, of course, great when he's transformed, but even untransformed, still a very solid unit and obviously providing support to the team. So shout out again to Aegis, very cool team. I like how it runs. I think on first impression, I would probably leave off Demon King Piccolo, unless you're going into one of those events where, based on the enemies you fight, he can transform in turn 1. Because I think for the first few turns until he transforms, he's not offering a huge amount to the team. And so I think maybe you're probably better off, if I was building this team to use in a variety of different events, I would probably prioritise just bringing a normal support unit rather than the Demon King Piccolo. But overall, very cool. Let me know what you guys think of this team down below in the comment section. So let us move on to the next one. Okay, so for the second team of the video, this one is a bit more of a meme. Shout out to our boy Smooth, the Smooth Operator over on Twitter. This is the Frieza and the Ginyu Force team. So obviously AGL Final Form Frieza has a 120% and free key for Planet Namek Saga category units. And then we are using each of the farmable free-to-play Ginyu Force members. Now, I did say in the intro that I was going to alternate for this series of taking these teams into the Vegeta or the Goku family stages of Infinite Dragon Ball history, but given the lower leader skill and the the level of these free-to-play units. I did actually go into the Vegeta family one and just got immediately killed in the first turn by King Vegeta. So I thought we'd show off the team for a little bit longer than that. So we've jumped into the Super Warriors one. Shout out to the multiple people that set AGL freezers for me to use as a friend, because obviously not really a unit that people run. Well, they actually share a link. Oh, they share shocking speed. Okay. Now, of course, the Ginyu Force for me, being the first person in the world to do the Ginyu Force no items run for Super Battle Road, the key to doing that was link leveling all of the Ginyu Force, except for Berta. So Berta is not link leveled at all, but everybody else is close to full level 10 links. I think Ink Ginyu might be full 10. But everybody else, each of the members of the Ginyu Force, they have one link that none of the other members of the Ginyu Force have. So while I was link leveling them, if that link was still at 9 but all the other ones were at 10, I decided I might as well just move on to the next ones, because obviously there's no real need to get those to 10, because during that run those links were never going to be activated by anybody. So Berta's definitely the weak link for me on this particular build. Obviously Frieza is the best unit out of the everyone on the team. He's able to not take a lot of damage here, and then we get the additional attack and take out Yamcha. So the team has just under 300k HP. It definitely could be like a fun team to use in Dokkan Fests and things like that. We can see super attacks thanks to Jace, so we definitely want to put Frieza here so we can have the type advantage. And then of course Jace is a support unit as well, so he's going to work out nicely there. Raccoon is a little bit tankier after supering, but obviously I didn't want to put him in front of the super attack, so we'll let Frieza go off here with his super. Now he normally is used as an AoE unit. I was using him on the World Tournament team quite a bit, but when you're only facing one enemy, he does have a very decent chance to stun as well, so he definitely can be effective there. We can't super if we do that, so let's put you here. I just want to keep Berta floated off. So none of the Ginyu Force members outside of Berta, it seems, link up particularly well with Frieza. But obviously they link up well together, but we want to keep Frieza on main rotation as much as possible, because he is the best unit on the team out of all of them. So I think this would be a fun team to take into like Dokkan events. I guess obviously like this early stage of Infinite Dragon Ball history, but as I said at the start, any of the slightly harder stages, I feel like they're going to be slightly too difficult for this team. King Vegeta was doing like 50k plus damage from normal attacks to most of the units on the team. So if you catch a super attack on the wrong unit, it's pretty much just going to be GG. Also, I think in that first run, I didn't have a Final Form Frieza on the first turn, so that's going to play a huge role. But you can see here, this Final Form Frieza, when you're only facing one opponent, he does get that stun quite consistently, so that is very good. So I think what we'll do here, so we can see that the super attack is coming in the final slot. I'm hoping that Frieza can just go ahead and get the stun, so we don't have to worry about it. But we shall see. I don't know how much damage Jace would take from this if we don't avoid it, but we'll go ahead. Frieza's been pretty consistent with the stuns. TN can be stunned, so we'll see how we get on here. But yeah, this team, there's not really a huge amount we need to say about it. Like, there's not a lot of different rotations that we need to see. The Ginyu Force free-to-play team, very self-explanatory, very good team for a lot of newer players. We didn't get the stun with Frieza, so I think I gave Jace quite a bit of dodge for when I was doing the no items run. I think I gave most of them quite a lot of dodge, but he did not dodge. 180k, that's quite a lot. So let us go ahead and do this. Grab all of these, and then we are going to get the Dokkan attack here for Frieza, so I'm not going to heal. I'm just going to go ahead and fire off the Dokkan attack here. If we don't stun, we don't stun, and then we probably die. But since this one was a bit more of a fun, like, meme team to include at the end, I'm not too fussed if this section isn't as long as the first one, and this team does just get taken out. So definitely a lot lower power level than some of the other teams, but definitely fun for taking on some of those easier events, especially if you wanted to, like, if you want to farm medals from a Dokkan event, and the Dokkan event has a stage or two where there are multiple enemies, then obviously having this freezer is going to be pretty useful. But obviously not the kind of team that can compete with the usual teams that you might be running. So yeah, Berta is definitely going to get us killed in the final spot here. But there you go. It's kind of a fun team. I appreciate the submission. Shout out to Smooth over on Twitter for this one. Shout out to Aegis as well for the first one. But yeah, let me know, guys, down below in the comments. I will try and put out a post again on Twitter and on the community tab over on the YouTube channel. I'm not going to make this like a specific day of the week kind of series. I just want to do them every now and then to fill in some gaps. Obviously global is pretty quiet at the moment, so I wanted to start doing some more fun stuff like this. So if you have team ideas, let me know down below in the comments and keep an eye out for those posts. Make sure you're following me on Twitter and subscribe to the channel with the notifications on so you can see when those come up, and maybe your team can be featured in the next video. So that is going to be it for the video, guys. This has been the Masked Ningen. Smash that like button, subscribe, check out the links down below for the Discord and the merch store, and I will see you all again soon. Have a good one.